You made God proud today, and you might not even realize it yet. But something in the fabric of reality just shifted. Something invisible, yet unstoppable. Maybe you were gentle when no one noticed. Maybe you chose forgiveness instead of revenge. Maybe you decided to keep walking when your soul was tired. But what you did, no matter how small, was felt across time and space. You need to hear this now because if you scroll away too quickly, you might miss the very sign you've been waiting for. The confirmation, the whisper, the cosmic nod that says, yes, you're seen, you're loved, and the blessing is already moving toward you. There's a force, ancient, silent, powerful, that watches without judging, waits without pressure, and acts when you least expect it. Some call it source. Some call it the higher power. Some just call it God. And today you did something that made this infinite intelligence smile. Before we go further, take a breath. If your heart feels warm or emotional, stay here, because this message has found you for a reason. If it resonates, comment something simple below like, "Thank you, I receive this." It tells your soul that you're open, ready, and in alignment. Now let me tell you the story of David from Michigan. David had been praying for a breakthrough for over a year. He had bills piling up, his car was barely working, and worst of all, that his belief in his own future was slowly crumbling. But one day, instead of letting frustration control him, he bought a coffee for the man behind him in line. Just $5, no big reason, no camera, no attention. Just an impulse to give, even though he didn't have much left to give. Later that night, he found this video, and while listening, he felt chills down his spine, a warmth over his chest. Not fear, not adrenaline, but peace. Within 3 days, David received a random check from a job he left months ago, enough to fix his car and catch up on rent. And more than that, he said for the first time in a long time, he felt supported, not by people, but by something bigger, something divine. It was as if the universe said, "I saw that and I'm proud of you." That same energy, that same protection, that same reward is now hovering around you because whether you realize it or not, you made a higher choice recently. You said no to something tempting because your heart knew better. You waited when others rushed. You gave when others turned away. You honored your path even when no one clapped for it. That's rare. And in this world, rare hearts are always noticed by higher powers. You didn't ask for attention. You didn't scream for help. But something about your silence, your stillness, your resilience, it echoed through the divine current. So here's what happens next. The obstacles that felt immovable, they'll begin to bend. People who were once cold to you may reach out with warmth. Unexpected money, unseen opportunities, delays turning into blessings. Because when you align with goodness without needing reward, the reward comes anyway. It just takes a moment of divine timing to activate it. And it might be right now. Listen closely to what I'm about to say, because this is the message the universe is sending through this video. You stayed kind in a cruel moment. You held on when you could have let go. You believed when even your reflection looked unsure. And I saw it all. I'm proud of you. And now, the next chapter begins. You don't need to hustle harder. You don't need to manifest louder. You just need to receive. Stay open, stay grounded, and keep listening because more signs are coming. Let me share one more story. There's a woman named Celeste living in Portugal. She'd lost her father, she was grieving deeply, but even in her pain, she would sit at the window each evening and say quietly, "Thank you for today." No matter how hard the day had been, no matter how much it hurt, she still thanked the divine. One night, after weeks of this silent ritual, she felt the most overwhelming presence wash over her. Not from outside, but from within. She said it felt like someone was embracing her soul, as if the universe whispered into her chest, "You've been seen. You're not alone. And you will smile again." Weeks later, a series of completely unexpected events led her to a new job, a new town, and a deeper sense of peace than she ever thought possible. She didn't need to do anything differently. She only had to remain who she already was. And that is your message today, too. You don't need to change who you are, because who you are right now has already made God proud. Every time you chose compassion instead of bitterness, every time you let go of someone who didn't value you, every time you kept showing up, you were doing sacred work. The kind of work that shifts timelines, the kind that opens doors on the days you least expect it. If you've been tired lately, or wondering if all this effort is worth it, please listen to this part carefully. You are closer than you think. The release, the reward, the relief. It's circling you. It's not being delayed to punish you. It's being aligned with perfect precision. There's a reason you're hearing these words today, because today, something beautiful is shifting. And this video is your confirmation. Let yourself receive now. Not because you begged, not because you earned it through pain, but because your energy is already worthy. Say this softly in your heart as you listen. If this is for me, I welcome it. If this blessing is mine, I allow it. If I've made God proud today, I open my hands and receive what's meant to arrive. No resistance, no force, just trust. Let the stars do their work. Let the flow of energy move toward you, and let your only task be this. Remain true to the light you already carry. Because it's not about perfection, it's about intention, and yours has been pure, even through the storms. The universe doesn't need loud prayers to respond. It responds to the quiet, repeated choices you make each day. To be good, to stay patient, to believe when it's hardest. And when God is proud of you, the universe begins moving mountains in your favor. It may not come with fireworks, it may arrive in silence, a peaceful morning, a phone call, a check in the mail, an idea you didn't have before, a door you thought was closed, swinging wide open. These are not coincidences. These are quiet celebrations from above, just for you. And when it happens, don't question it. Don't doubt whether you deserve it. Just breathe. Smile gently, and say in your heart, "Thank you. I know this is a divine response. I'm ready for more." If you feel that energy around you, you're not imagining it. You're being embraced by something cosmic. You're being carried towards something better. And the truth is, you've always been worthy of this moment. You just finally reached the vibration that matches it. Now it's time to trust the timing. Watch what happens next. Because God is not just proud of who you are, but of who you're becoming. If you felt seen in this video, type below in the comments, I received this message. I made God proud today. Because when you write it, your energy responds, your body aligns, your soul smiles. And somewhere in the great mystery of this universe, God smiles too.